Hey there, everyone. This is Jake from the Chasing Quality Podcast. Today I want to talk to you about the MOTU M2 audio interface. I mentioned it on the show, so I thought maybe you'd like to take a quick tour of it and get a feel for how I'm liking it. First of all, I have to say that I really love it. It's been a nice upgrade from what I had previously, and so I have no interest in getting rid of it anytime soon. I do want to mention that a quick disclaimer that I am in no way affiliated with Mark of the Unicorn, the company that made this. They're out of Cambridge, Massachusetts, and it is assembled in the United States, which is nice, but I have no affiliation whatsoever. I had to pay for this thing out of pocket for $169. I ordered it from Perfect Circuit out in California. So what do I like about it? What I really like about it is the fact that it's got a nice 24-bit depth, and you can record sampling from 44.1K all the way up to 192K. That's very, very nice. It's got a USB-C interface, so it's got a nice quick connection to the computer, which is great. It's got some really, really beautiful LCD decibel meters, which are fantastic. Very sturdy construction, very solid. It feels great. It's very nice. The color is it's subtle. It's like a subtle black, blends and looks very classy. So I'm really enjoying it. Previously, I was using a Blue Yeti. It's like a Blue Yeti professional microphone that a lot of people have. And that was great, but it only had a 16-bit depth, which I feel has a slight impact on the headroom and the volume levels. Additionally, it was a condenser microphone, so it seemed to pick up way too much ambient noise in my house. So I decided I wanted to go to a dynamic microphone. Well, going to a dynamic microphone with an XLR, then I'm going to need an audio interface. So what I ended up doing is I ended up selling the Blue Yeti along with an Objective 2 headphone amplifier / DAC combo that I had. And by selling those, I was actually able to purchase for roughly the same amount the Shure SM58, which I'm talking through now, along with this MOTU M2. So I considered that a pretty nice upgrade since I didn't really have to pay for it. It's the MOTU M2. It's got a beautiful black case, solid metal construction. On the front, you'll see you've got two XLR inputs. They can also be used for a line in or a guitar in, each with an independent gain control. Each has 48-volt phantom power. It's got a monitor, so you can monitor the what's actually going into there. There is an LCD panel that will display the volume levels for your inputs and outputs. Got the volume control for the monitor. Very, very smooth control. Feels really, really good. And as well as the volume control for your headphones if you're monitoring through headphones. Let's turn it around. Okay, so we have a power switch here on the back, as well as an MIDI input, MIDI output port, the USB-C connection port, as well as the monitor output ports. You can take either RCA jacks or the 1/4 inch. Very nice, very, very solid, feels really good. Looks pretty sleek too. All right, so let's check out the functions. Okay, so here we are checking out the MOTU in action. I'm currently recording using my Shure SM58 microphone, going in through the XLR port number 1 here. And as you can see, there's a button for the self-monitor. If I turn that off, I can no longer hear myself, but you still see the meter going, of course. There's a phantom power, 48-volt phantom power setting. I currently have the gain set at about 75%, which seems on this to be a pretty good spot for the Shure SM58. Of course, there's a second input. You can use it for mic, line, or guitar. And then as far as the meters go, and I'm going to zoom in on these meters because these are really, really great. These meters, very high quality LCD, and so you get really good resolution for what you're seeing with the volume. Because I'm only plugged into the left channel or channel 1. I'm getting a mono input. Of course, we had a second microphone we'd be getting it on too as well. And what you're seeing on the right, the out is going to be the summed output. Because this is going in as mono, it's actually pushing it then back out as for both channels. That's also going to show you the volume that you're getting from say your desktop computer. If you're outputting your audio from your desktop back through your MOTU, you are going to see those signals summed. This has been really helpful when recording the Chasing Quality podcast, because when RJ is testing out his microphone before we begin, I can see his levels, and then I can compare my level here on the left on the input side. So that's really, really great. And then you've got a gorgeous, this is for the monitor volume, not for the headphones, but for, say, separate monitor speakers. Very, very smooth volume control. It's fantastic. And then the headphone volume here, and of course your standard 1/4-inch headphone jack. So that is the operation for the M2. Okay, so there you have it, the MOTU M2. It's been a great purchase. I highly recommend it if you're looking for an audio interface. I know that I'm going to look forward to using it for the next few years to come. I have a feeling I'm not going to outgrow it anytime soon. I may look into getting a slightly better microphone, but I have a feeling this interface is going to serve me very well. So until next time, keep chasing that quality. You know I will.